Hey, listen. Let me tell you about this about this press conference with Roach and Tank. Listen, Tank is serious. So he said, "Boy, he nervous. He nervous." Hey, listen. So I'm gonna play this clip right quick. Now I'm gonna admit this time around, I'm gonna chop up from Showbiz's clip because the way he cut it was hilarious. So shout out to Fight Hub, shout out to Showbiz, because while I laughed at it when I first saw it, the way Showbiz like cut it up, yo, listen, it had me cracking, dog. Like, my God. All right, so I'm gonna play it now, and then come back, and we're gonna talk about the whole situation. So here go the clip real quick.
The party on your floor.
I'm gonna let y'all know something. His father was up here shaking on the what's the name? He was shaking on the
pops. On the what?
On my kids. He
Monte Davis, Team Tank, GTT for doing it.
You know when they start talking, when the people who I fight, when they start talking, that's when y'all get them. I'ma beat his ass for y'all talking. Twist it up. I don't give a about none of that.
Do whatever
I don't care
y'all
about
want.
none of
My
that.
mother, he can't stop nothing over here.
None of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's gonna get fucked up over here. What do I look like getting fucked up?
He gonna pay for it. I guarantee he pay for it. I guarantee it.
Calm down. Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They
talking, they talking, but you know how it's gonna get. You know how it's gonna get. I'm a real machine. You know how it's gonna get. A real one.
All right, now that you're back and you saw that clip, listen, bro. Okay. So I'm not the biggest Tank fan. I think y'all know that, right? I think that he could give us more in boxing than he's given us, etc., etc., etc. But I'm starting to come around now when he's retiring, right? Because, bro, when he made Martin flinch, that had me dying, right? Now he talking about, when he pushed Rolly off the stage and Rolly disappeared, like he was, right? Okay, that was already hilarious. That was comedy as it was already. But then when he made Martin flinch and he said, "Oh, I got him. Like, it's over, bro. Like, it's over. I got him." and now he talking about, he said his daddy was shaking. Daddy was like, cat, and then the replay with the hand shaking. I wrote on X on somebody's tweet about that, or whatever they call him. I said, man, that make her have Parkinson's. You don't know. But then after seeing the whole thing, he was like, make his whole voice was shaking. I was like, bro, you fighting your son? Like he was crying like he was gonna fight. And then when Tank started talking and going back and forth with whoever the hell was in the crowd, and he left with whoever he got up with, wherever he went, I guess he went to go around the podium. He said, you see, like, Roach just stood there, like, Lamont was just like, he didn't know where to look. He was like, oh shit. Like shit's getting too real too quick. And then when they came around, when you saw in that clip, when they came around face to face, yo, Lamont did not want to look at Tank. He looked up, down, sideways, like he's staring at me, and I don't want to have you look at me. Bro, like, and then he's talking, he's saying some shit, and Tank is just like, yeah, whatever you say, dog, okay. Okay, I shouldn't be laughing at another man's fear like that. Because, listen, Tank admits when he's nervous. He doesn't say he's scared. But he admits when he's nervous about a fight. Especially when he thinks the guy can hurt him or have a chance to hurt him. He said that with Ryan. Like, he was like, yo, I was really nervous because I know he can punch. Right? So he knew, like, this could be something serious. So he wasn't afraid to say that. Like, he was nervous throughout. Mike Tyson has said it, that he's been afraid. Like, scared, he has had fear in his heart. You know, he's like, if you ain't got fear, then, you know, you're not really, like, in it like that. You have to have some sort of fear because that motivates you to, you know, to do what you need to do in the ring to survive. If you're actually a fighter and a gladiator. Like, you can be a gladiator and want to fight, but also be afraid at the same time. That's the challenge. That's where the challenge comes in. When you say, oh, okay. I'll give you an example, bro. Listen, we've had a dog or something like that where no other dogs in the street, right, would intimidate him whatsoever. Would never pay them no mind. But a day another dog, I remember this other dog got loose. And that dog came up. And for the first time, my dog had to be like, oh, wait a minute. Like, the fear, he sensed it. This guy could do something to me. I gotta get up for this. And he did, right? Like, I understood in Puerto Rico now, you know, a lot of strays and a lot of street dogs. And but yeah, so same thing with human beings, right? We end up saying, you know, like, we might be gladiators, well, you know, like, I say we because not because I'm a fighter, but I wanted to be at one point. Life went another direction. But when you want to fight, I always said I was always afraid to fight. I was always afraid to fight, but I always wanted to fight. But I was always afraid, like, especially when I thought that the guy in front of me could hurt me. That always put fear in my heart. But that's a different story for another day, right? Because it's like that fear was what motivated me to want to be in the fight. Whether it be after school, in the ring, as an amateur, you know, sparring, whatever it was. And so Tank is the same way. But in this is hilarious because it's like they saying that they weren't scared, they weren't nervous. Bro, it was so obvious they were nervous. But we were questioning, I think the last press conference, whether or not Tank was up for this fight. And I still don't think he's up for Lamont Roach. But he's finding motivation for Lamont Roach. And that's the difference, I think, at the end of the day. He's finding motivation for Lamont. He's finding, like through the outside folks, his friends, his entourage, whoever's in that crowd is getting him amped up. And he wants to hurt Lamont now based on what everybody else is saying. So whatever Lamont is lacking, that would get Tank to wake up and train hard for this fight, those people are doing Lamont Roach a disfavor. Because it's just really gonna actually it's gonna wake the dragon up. It's gonna make him want to make a statement, especially when he starts putting money up. When he's talking about money, like put money up, bet, bap, and he got money on the line on himself. Like you don't. Why would you do that to your boy Lamont? Like, don't do that to him. Like, your best bet as an entourage is to be quiet and not talk up Lamont Roach at all. Because then you have a chance of Davis not getting up to train right and properly. Maybe he'll have a bad cut at the end, and maybe you have a shot to look better than you could have, or even win. Right? Because you're catching him on an unmotivated, in an unmotivated state. Right? But now you helping him by putting fuel and a battery in his back. You're not helping Lamont. You doing him a disservice. Listen, this fight is still trash. Still trash. But I gotta give it up to my man though, Tank, for making these trash fighters. Well, I'm gonna call him a trash fighter. He's a champion at 130. My respects paid to Lamont. You know, however you got that chip, you got it. You accomplished that goal of your life to be a world champion. You got that. You deserve much respect. You took the fight with Tank Davis. That deserves much credit in and of its own. So we're not gonna stand here pretending like he's not at least a real fighter. I don't know if he's elite at 130, because you could get a title. I mean, Rolly had a title. We all know Rolly's not elite, right? So, but Rolly also took the fight with Davis, which again, he's a fighter. Might not be an elite fighter, not a great fighter, nothing like that. But you got to give him the credit because he's willing to go in there against a guy that he knows is all odds against him. Like, the odds are stacked. We all know Davis has the tools and the gifts and the talent and the power, and all of that put together to just make this an easy fight and easy going. He might toy with Lamont for a little while, make us think that Lamont's in it. Until he isn't. That's what I expect. I expect Lamont to be in it until he isn't. And I might watch this fight, if I can, live, just so I can enjoy it and see how right I am about what I think might happen. But I really do like the way Tank is sounding now. And I hope that fire is lit under him. And I hope he runs through Lamont. Like, I hope he just, like, obliterates him, puts a pin in it, like done. Like, there was never a question. Like, how dare you put somebody like this in the ring with me? So maybe that'll light that fire in him and go, hold on, I'm gonna get to that therapy soon enough, but I know I ain't gonna affect who I am, and I'm a devastating killer in the ring. I think all Gervonta has to do is separate the two egos. The two egos gotta get separated. I'm gonna be a dad, and I'm gonna be this type of dad, and available emotionally like this for my family. But when it comes time to put it on, it's put it on. I'll give you another example of a dog I had. He was a pit bull, and he was game bred. Those of you who know, never. It was a house dog, pet for me, always. I would take him to dog runs, everything. My mother could walk this dog, and never a problem, never a situation at all with me and this dog. Like, I could literally take him anywhere, let him go. Little dogs, puppies, female dogs, he was their best friend. But for some reason, if like I'm in a room or something, like for instance, I lived in the city for a long time, for my whole life really. If I'm in the lobby of my building and another dog came in and he had nowhere to go, and that dog faced him, it's like an instinct kicked in. A different switch. It's like you're in front of me and something inside of me is telling me that we gotta make this happen. We're gonna scrap right here and now. I mean, like, even if it was a female dog, if he didn't know her and she came around that corner, he, you know, because obviously he don't, if it's a new dog, he doesn't know if it's a female or male yet in that moment. Bro, it's like, nah, we gotta go. We're going right now. But there was two sides to him. He separated the two. He will always separate the two. Smartest dog, one of the smartest dogs I ever owned. It's not the smartest dog I ever owned. And Gervonta Tank Davis is the same way. It's the same exact way. he just has to separate the two. And through therapy, he can do that and maintain that fight. So I hope that he knocks the hell out of Lamar Roach, get him out the way, and go, now I want the names. Now I'm calling out names. Now I'm saying names. Now we're going to do that 7-fight deal, 6-fight deal. We're going to see it through. I'm going to get this money. I'm going to get these names. I don't care about belts. And he shouldn't care about belts. He's a prize fighter. And I don't care about belts, really. I don't care. But in the hunt for these names, he gonna get the belts because some of them have them, right? So in the hunt for the names, it's just by happenstance he's gonna be champion and probably unified. So at that rate, it's like, okay, you don't care about the belts, and that's fine because the names are gonna get you the money. Some of that money is gonna come from the name that already has a belt. So, and possibly some prestige like lineal or whatever. And you, by happenstance, just by fighting the names alone, are gonna get you those accolades that go into your legacy. And I'm hoping that this fight shows him, like, nah, there's levels to this, and I got those levels, and I need to be here. And I want the names. I don't care about the belts. I just want the names. And through the names, he's gonna get all that acclaim. So I'm hoping that's what happens in this fight, because I still think, although I was never a fan because of his attitude of not wanting to pull out anybody, I never could find myself to be a fan of his, like that. But I recognize the talent, I recognize the gifts, and I hope that in the last 2-3 years that he has of his career and his prime, that he does take it out there, amp up the ante, get the names, by which we get the acclaim, and then we get the Tank Davis we always should have had from the beginning. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? You think this is the fight that's going to get him up, pause for the other fights and keep him going? Or you think he's really done? Because remember, it's 2 more fights after this and he's out of here. So there's only 2 names that you can get, and he doesn't want Shakur. So what else is he going to get? Let me know in the comments down below. Who do you think those 2 next fights are? Or do you think he stays in the game and finishes out the 6-fight deal? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. And I'm out. Peace.